Your laundry done.
There's a basket down there you can just dump it all into.
The gray one?
Huh?
Circle one?
Yeah, the circle one, and I'll come get it when I'm free.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la. Wow. Are you a dragon? You look like a dragon.
I wish I was a dragon. So Elven mortality, John Tang. So the thing is,
I'm not.
most most elves do have a set finite time on their life. Essentially, they live for a couple. They usually live for a few thousand years before they will die of old age. Because we know for a fact they can die of old age. We've seen it in the case of one of the Phoenix Kings who died peacefully in his sleep. Talk to somebody.
Magisters are out for blood. You saw the body, didn't you? Big bruiser like you ought to be able to take him on.
How about you don't encourage me to get into a fight?
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench.
Hey, it looks like a
closed, palms
slayer?
face up on his knees.
It's a pirate.
His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
I will say the reason you see elves live for longer is because they use cheats like magic or sacrifice or stuff like that. Like among the high elves, you meet very, very, very few of them who live longer than like a few thousand years. Because they don't have, unless they're a wizard, because if they don't have magic basically keeping them alive, they'll die naturally of just getting old. Whereas the likes of Malekith and Morathi use sacrifices and horrible rituals to keep themselves sustained. The Wood Elves of Athel-Loren, of course, have a pact with the forest, where as long as it survives, they survive. They wax and wane alongside of it. And then, of course, the High Elves have a very select few individuals who live for a very long time, but most of the High Elves live natural lifespans.
He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Chat, keep in mind we are looking for a potential companion on this boat.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Boy? I don't think I'm going to be that prideful. Ask what I'm meant to be hearing.
The ship, of course.
I will quiet and listen.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates. The groaning of wood from floor to ceiling. The boom, crash, and crackle of waves around you. Complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Bungie, Flungy, Greenskins are not part of the Great Plan, no. How much chaos in a human is too much for the Great Plan? If they commit themselves to the ruinous powers, or they have mutations, then they're too far gone. Let's see. Let's say the sea sounds angry, like it's trying to capsize the ship.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
Okay. Close your eyes and try to let the ambient sounds on the ship fade away.
Now, just like that. Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Okay. I heard a squeak. What's it supposed to be?
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
A Lithanar is not immortal, but he's much more long-aged than he should be, primarily because of the blessing of Lilith. His connection to the Lilith is what keeps him alive. Are Tomb Kings part of the Great Plan? No. Well, the humans of Nehekara were part of the Great Plan, but them dying and being resurrected as the Tomb Kings was definitely not.
Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Let's see. Let's ask him why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. We haven't heard anything good about the place.
No indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Let's say nothing, but we'll try and find him again once we're inside the fort. Alright, and then we've got lizard people here to talk to.
Forgive me, kin. Were that I had more than gruel to serve. If I'd more than cornmeal and rotting roots, I'd concoct something more fitting. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
A new, a very strange species of lizardmen. Alright, so we're going to... I want her money. I really like money, so you bet we're gonna hoard it. And then you...
Well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Humor him. Let's see where this leads.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
No. I was designed and bred for battle by the old ones. Not to cook.
Oh, goodness, no. And don't even mention the demon's testes that are turnips. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Stick a thumb through one of the holes in your garment and say these provide cool in summer.
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Rubbing your chin, tell him you're trying to recall the last time you bathed. What month is this?
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate.
Dragon Commander. That is a fun game.
As per your own testimony, you have the taste buds of a dung beetle, the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit, and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun. That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry.
I already serve one master.
My slave, of course. Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of my disheartening refusal to sink in. Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
Okay then, he is clearly misguided and worries about things that are beneath the plans of those as great as I.
You think me mad?
We were bred for battle, not this nonsense.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out, flicks a finger against one of your scales, and rubs his chin.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Let's see. Ask who I'm speaking to.
Ah, yes. The niceties. My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... well, I am a seeker of knowledge. That is enough. It is pleasurable to meet you.
Let's see. Ask him what exactly he's seeking. There's a lot of knowledge in the world.
Is there? Wherever do you keep it? Certainly not in your books. I have been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Let's see. Boasts that the ancient empire has abided through all of history, even the face of the divine order stands strong. Talk about the most recent threat and how the Magisters have been fighting the Voidwoken all over Rivellon. I think we'll talk about how powerful the great ancient Lizardman Empire is.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Not my place to ask such questions.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Why do you want to know so much about the gods?
No amount of pestering.
Okay then.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
Let's see. I have been through
Trust
worse.
me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's godwoken, you know. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
I know if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Did you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
What on earth is the matter? They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them. I strongly suspect
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
one of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
Okay.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Don't know if I want to bother. Not much of a yes, sir. I need to know more. You seem corrupted.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
That seems bad.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll...
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Alright. Alright, that seems like a Chaos Wizard. Or the closest thing. Oh, jeez.
What's happened?
What a jerk. Ah, yes. Our weaponry. A mallet. And a shield. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And then we're just gonna grab a bunch of crap. Oh, no, don't want the empty cup. Alright. Can't play Ratman in this game, unfortunately. That is true. Broken source collar. And these guys all got incinerated. Their funds will help me greatly in trying to purge the evil that's clearly beginning to possess this world. Display case with nothing in it. Okay. Wonder if anyone else died. And we'll read occasional notes in books. I don't want to get like too super in-depth into them just because they'll slow the stream down. Alright, so let's loot the dead. Many of whom got just absolutely turned into mush. Some are still okay though.
No! What? What happened? Must have been the turnips.
Slap him.
You dare strike a royal? Ooh,
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconscious.
Okay then. Well, the guy who took our name is dead.
Fane lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his shaggy hair, you can see green eyes fluttering as if in a nightmare. A low whine escapes his lips.
Shake him.
His eyes flicker open, but he doesn't register your presence at all.
Loosen. Loosen.
Fane cries out. Then his eyes...
By the way, if anyone in chat is well versed in the lore of this game, feel free to like explain little things as they come up.
Not yet.
Get up.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak to stand.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
And yes, you can of course ask questions about Warhammer Fantasy or whatever you want in chat, and I'll answer them while we're kind of between learning things about this game and the world it is. We may be Gorok invading this world, but we are going to play by the rules of this world and do our best to make the right decisions. That's a dead sheep. Yeah, no thanks. Ancient book. Oh, hey.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound. The Magister lies...
Okay, I guess she's just stuck there. Alright, it seems that everybody's out cold. Leather ball. Wonder what happened.
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, greyish-black clouds swirl through them.
Hey, Sid Mark. Shake your shoulder.
No.
Okay. Yeah, if they do Legendary Lords for Chaos Dwarves, it'll almost certainly be those two. Intestines, I'll pass. I don't know, maybe they'll be useful for something.
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead.
Alright. Who would the Legendary Lords be of the ogres? It would be it would be gosh darn it. Greasus Goldtooth, who's the over tyrant of the ogre kingdoms, and then it would be what's his face? Their prophet, whose name I'm forgetting. There's a dog in here. It doesn't seem to be bothering us, so we're not going to bother it. He doesn't seem to be protecting anything.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Gold cup.
Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards. God damn it. Need to get off this wreck, and quick.
A lot of dead people. Part piece of metal. Nothing there. Nothing there. Scar, yes. It's like Scrag the Slaughterer or something. But he is the he's the prophet of the Maw. And he cut off his own hands, and his hands were cut off, and he, by his tribe I think actually, and he replaced it with knives.
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead.
Undead?
His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume
We don't
of
tolerate the
Huber's
dead.
famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No.
Undead are unnatural. They don't belong in this world.
It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, It cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
Goldfag Maneater would be a good DLC lord. Or a free DLC lord.
The skeleton looks up.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, yes. Spend your last few minutes of life battling someone that's trying to read a book. What a splendid thought. No wonder you ridiculous creatures keep dying. Why on earth would I do that? I have reading to do. And given that this ship is sinking, I expect my time is rather... Speaking of which, do you not have lifeboats to fight over?
You were the elf, weren't you?
I was no more an elf. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
You could be saving people, which would make me less likely to kill you, but honestly, your logic makes sense.
Indeed. Just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business. I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, so...
The skeletons...
We'll deal with you later. See, there's a key up here somewhere. I did not want to pick up.
Something's pounding on the hull.
Something is hitting the ship, which is very unpleasant. There's not a key. I think there's a key around here somewhere. There's a locked door back here, and we do want to explore rather thoroughly. Well, I'm gonna bust it open then. I am Chalkox, beware door. Would Chalkox be possible as a free LC lord way in the future? Oh, yeah, of course. He would make more sense as a hero, honestly.
By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
Let's see. Motion to destruction around you. What's going on here? What is he seeing?
You don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
Snarl. That's right, there's a mutiny, and if he wants to see his family again, he'll stand down. Roll your eyes at this weakling and attack. He should pose no threat. Let's strength.
Your lies end here.
You dare? You dare? It cost me 3 AP to do that. It cost me 2 AP just to... I don't think this will bounce. But I will charge through him to get to the other guy. I am the great white lizard. And I'm gonna beat you to death. Not before I Captain America. Very cute. My turn. You came to the wrong town, son.
Bishop Alexander, if Lucian were alive, what would he think of his son's divine order?
Okay. Well, let's loot what we can. We'll grab some of these letters to read later when we have a more opportune moment. We will kill the undead, but we'll see him again. I don't want to kill him on this ship. We'll wait until it's a better fight. We're not going to let any foul undead slip past us, though. I assure you of that much. Water. A letter. Found tomes. Do these have anything? I think these are the ones that are just kind of like random. Okay, so these are lore, which I will pick up to read on my own time. I won't make y'all suffer through that, unless y'all want to see that. Painting. Can I take paintings? Oh, I can take paintings. It's been a while since I've played this game. I remember so little about it. Alright, let's move. Alright. So there's no way into this door. I don't think.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You don't recognize the symbol, but it's clearly warning you away. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Open it.
It doesn't budge.
Oh, I have a key.
The door groans open.
Something's breaking through. What in the hell's it?
Kraken tentacles. Obviously, a beast not aligned with the old ones. It must be stopped. After I loot all these dudes. Cracked sword. And a couple of bodies I think I can get to. This stuff will kill you instantly.
I need to get out of here now.
Come here. Yeah, okay, no, nothing there. I can't go into this without dying. What kind of Loremaster doesn't read lore? Alright, we'll read fucking lore. It's fine. I'll loot all these bodies. We'll go through these real quick when we're about to go up, when we're done with this floor. Alright, let's see. What have we gotten so far? I mean, that way when we read them, we can just drop them. The joy... Okay, so this one doesn't tell us anything. Was that this one? Yeah. Useless. Murtaugh, Deathfog barrels have been locked in storage. Stay out. You and Rick's both. If anyone starts floating around down there, it'll be lights out. Okay, we've already discovered that. The Source Hunters, valiant though they were, could not have foreseen Brachus' resurrection at the hands of the Cult of the Immaculates. We owe our very lives to more of the very order that first fought to bring Brachus Rex to justice. The Source King is dead, yet his monument still dot the land, chilling but necessary reminder of his legacy of cruelty, greed, and arrogance. Alright, that sounds like someone we probably want to prioritize killing. Or if he has people who like him, prioritize killing. Over many brutal centuries, Brachus' tyranny spread. His hunger for source and political power drove him to develop heinous devices and magic heretofore unknown. He punished the living with death and the dead with undeath. Many attempted to stand up to him, wizards, philosophers, scholars, but it was the Order of Source Hunters that ultimately forced Brachus Rex to atone for his sins. So he's basically Nagash, okay. Whoops. Where are you? Sorcerer Monarchs once performed great deeds across lands, and his first day Brachus did so from the isle he called home. But in time, as is true of many things, he became increasingly corrupted by Source. So great was his greed and fear that crafted a soul forge with his twin, Cassandra. Once the ritual was complete, Brachus turned her into an undead lich so that she, and thus he, might live forever. Definitely sounds a lot like Nagash. And his sister is his Archon, I guess. But I managed to make out much of the latest entry? Really? Because... Oh, I guess it's in my stuff. Well, we'll worry more about that when we get to land. Let's go upstairs.
The ancients, I need to get off this ship.
Okay. Okay, so I'm being attacked by bugs. The Tyranids have invaded. And this tentacle is... Jesus Christ. Man, I forgot how awesome this game looks. Alright, let's kill some bugs. These things don't have armor, so that means I can knock them down. That won't bounce. I could charge. That won't okay, so let's charge. Okay, and they just both got back up. So let's hit this one. And then let's stomp. Okay, he's almost broke my armor, but so let's shields up. Then we're gonna smack him. You tickle beast. Thou art no match. Okay, that one is actually starting to hurt. Okay, so let's shield throw. And then we'll kill you. Oh, I still have stuff. Okay. Kill you. Alright, so these disgusting things are dead. Money, money, money. Scrolls, which we might utilize. Can't use magic for shit, but I can read a plaque. Ooh. Okay, that was clearly the captain, so let's get up there and see if she's got any goodies on her. Is this rain gonna put the fire out, or is it just gonna keep burning? Let's grab this. I'm strong, so I can just heft these barrels around. Chuck. There they are. I'll run through this. Grab some stuff. Oh, Chloe's in a barking mood tonight. Chloe usually does not bark. I don't see anything else in this flame. Other than a giant Kraken tentacle. Alright, so let's get down here. The Lizardmen don't have... That's true, the Lizardmen do not have a true navy. If they need to go somewhere near, they'll just create a bridge out of magic. And if they need to go somewhere far, they just teleport. Oh, there's the boats.
That means there's still a chance.
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
Children and dwarves first? That's not very dwarfy.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
Chloe is a White Lab Great Pyrenees mix.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
The ship, let's see. Call the dwarf a yellow-bellied coward. You'll return to the lower deck for survivors.
Thank you. There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us here.
We're Gorok. We're heroic as fuck. Hell.